Hey guys, welcome back to another White Shirt Media outtake. We've been talking a lot of projects, products, product development, and all the new things to come, but everything has a foundation, and that foundation in terms of fulfillment begins with training. So in this episode, we're going to tell you a little bit about our training methodology, how the training team is structured, and where do training programs begin at White Shirt Media. But before we get started, make sure to subscribe and to make sure you have alerts already activated so you don't miss out on our great content. So why don't we begin with talking about what the training methodology is. And there isn't a methodology, but rather a mix of training methodologies. So you have from, let's say, gaming to case studies to hands-on to shadowing to let's say guided lessons to reading on your own, etc., etc. So in our experience, we tried a lot of training tools. All of this experience, we kind of took the best from each one of them, and we came up with this great, let's say, mix of methodologies. And we designed our training curricula based off the fundamental skills that a PPC strategist or a campaign manager will need in order not to just manage campaigns, but manage client relationships, become analytical, have great communication. Just to give you an example, we have campaign creations, which is more of a hands-on experience. For optimizations, we have case studies, and for communications, we have a lot of role playing and even sales methodologies into it to overcome objections. As a matter of fact, when we talk about how the training is actually structured, you'll notice that a huge part of training takes place in actual campaign management. So one of the fundamental parts is have the guys in a session where they get to see how campaigns are managed, how campaigns are built, and what is the product methodology upon creation, optimization, and management across all our products. So here you can see a mix of pay-per-click campaigns from Google Ads, Facebook, etc., etc. So training consists pretty much of 3 months. One, this environment. These guys are gonna get the theory, get the methodology through, again, all the methodologies that I mentioned before. Then later on, you're gonna get hands-on training through what we call the nesting stage. This area pretty much is dedicated to nesting. So once we take the guys out of theoretical training, we put them here and we start, let's say, managing campaigns hands-on. This process can take up to 2 months before they actually get to manage clients, which is why we have a lot of campaigns that we run in-house from White Shirt Media that we use for, let's say, training purposes. Everything that happens around it happens in a controlled environment. So there you're gonna have 1, 2 trainers assigned, and out here you're gonna have not only trainers, but what we call pod leaders assigned to our strategies to ensure that everything that they do is constantly supervised, is constantly being optimized, and it's constantly being monitored. So we have instant feedback on their optimization work here and instant feedback on what they're learning over there. Throughout this process, you're gonna get different certifications. So first, or the most important ones, are going to be obviously Google Ads, it's going to be Microsoft, it's going to be Google Analytics, e-commerce, so shopping, among others. So that's or let's the basic certifications that every single person that gets to manage accounts needs to have before they actually get to manage accounts. So you're gonna get a minimum of 5 certifications before you actually graduate. And we have those certifications spread out not only during training sessions or during training program, but also across, let's say, the learning curve of the initial, let's say, year in the life of a PPC strategist. One thing I forgot to mention is that people in that training room already come with the best, or can come with the best experience in terms of PPC management. Regardless of what their background is, we take them and we mold them and we teach them the white shark way of doing product, which is what kind of sets us apart from, let's say, other agencies. Whoever gets to work in White Shark Media learns a different product methodology, learns our way of communication, learns our way of optimizing account, learns our way of upselling, cross-selling, and identifying opportunities. So whether you're an end advertiser or you're an agency, a partner, your portfolio continuously keeps on growing. Let's say the other part of training would be the up training, which happens here. This is where, let's say, a more personalized and one-on-one training happens. This is more of a lab. Here we take existing products, we take subject matter experts, and we understand what, let's say, the new product updates are, what our solutions look like, and what is the service level agreement, let's say, for each one of these solutions, internally and client facing as well. So this is where we fine tune our products and where we define what tools should we use, how often should we do, should we go in the account, and what to do, and what is the cadence in which we're going to optimize, work on every single line of business that we currently manage. Which is why we have smaller settings where, let's say, only or most likely you're going to have subject matter experts in this room. So let's say what we call baby sharks are going to be, or the new hire trainings going to be in that other room. They're going to go through nesting, then they're going to go into the production floor where they're going to have up trainings, and depending on the learning curve, the stage that they're in, they're going to get to participate on these other sessions where, let's say, more advanced product training sessions happen. To wrap it up, you know, our different stages of it, from the initial new hire training to the nesting area to our production area, and then you got to see our East training tank, which is where, let's say, the subject matter experts gather and we discuss what our product should look like and how often should do all the things that we do. That's pretty much it. I mean, I would have to train you to continue the video, but I cannot release more of the secret formula. If you're interested in our products, if you're interested in what White Shark Media is about, how we do things, we love sharing with you guys, which is why, again, you should subscribe. Make sure you have notifications enabled so you don't miss out on any of this content, more content to come. So if you have any questions on training methodologies, if you have any questions on the best programs to get started in pay-per-click, or not get started, but how can you, let's say, improve your pay-per-click or account management skills, be sure to drop them in the comment and I'll personally be answering this question. So once again, lovely to see you guys. Stay safe and catch you in the next episode of Under the Surface.